My thing is, if you know what they're doing and you call this a war, then I don't think you're gonna win this just by talking. I don't know why they think they're gonna win this by talking. I don't understand. Like GOP war, okay. I don't know any war that was stopped by talking. I'm talking about the one that African people are going through right now. I could be wrong, obviously, but I don't think African people are going to win this by talking. Everybody participating. And if you know all this, Dr. Carr, then why hasn't something been designed to counter the descendants that is not what I call using soft strategy? Like why y'all keep talking? If y'all know all of this, why don't you just completely mirror the descendants and build something that can counter this nonsense and stop it? Like I just don't understand like this is very frustrating. If I had the level of knowledge that the people on this panel have, you got Dr. Carr, Reese, and his brother Larry, I would have already been building something while I'm working as a professor that will completely stop this nonsense or mitigate it slowly over time. Like, I don't know why, the fact that this stuff keeps happening over and over again, it tells me that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. To make it so. Man, this brother Larry is amazing, but man, Larry, do you know if I was you and I seen what was going on with African people over my lifetime, I would be building up something while I'm working to get rid of this nonsense. The only way, well, there's a couple of ways, but one of the ways to get rid of a fire is with fire. You ain't gonna get rid of this fire, Larry, by talking, and you ain't the only one. I mean, you know, this is not just in a one person things. We got to include Oprah and Stephen A. Smith. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's going in the wrong direction. The only smoke I have for Representative Representative Jasmine Crockett is how much of this soot and dirt, whatever else that's inside your barrel can I clean out? How much of this smoke inside your barrel can I remove and all this dirt and so whatever is holding this sister back from getting rid of this evil? What can I do? Like, how much smoke can I remove from that barrel? That's the only smoke I got for the representative. Now, Stephen A. Smith, he's going in the wrong direction, so, but y'all going in the same direction with, like him. Reese, do you know that if I was you, I would be creating a framework where the only uh, the only time African people will be working with the descendants is because they want to, not because they have to. So if I had a master's degree in economics, I believe it's in economics. Reese has a master's degree. I would be creating a framework where the African people will only be working with the descendants because they want to, not because they have to. And again, y'all, this ain't all on Reese. No, connect with John Hope Bryant. I mean, whoever has a degree, a bachelor's degree and up in economics and in finance and stuff like that. Like, come on, y'all. The reason why African people are going through what we're going through because the black intellectual class has failed those in the future. They're following the path of those in the past, where it's like, okay, we just read and we study and this would call soft strategy stuff. But no, you were supposed to keep going forward. Like they didn't keep going progressing. Like yo, after slavery, right? It's like okay, we need to find out who we are, which they did. Dr. John Henry Clark, his era, they did that. So we just continue off of that foundation and we progress forward, right? We study, we build institutions. That is what Dr. Martin Luther King was supposed to do, but not just these soft institutions. The most powerful sign in Einstein's equation I heard from Dr. Daniel Black is the equal sign in the middle. And in order for you to understand that, you have to go to another institution. But if you listen to the African people, you don't have to go to another institution because you come from it. So on one side of the equation, you have alpha. Let's say the other side, you have omega. Alphas do a lot of talking, omegas put it into things. If the alphas, all they're doing is talking and they're not putting it into it, let's say this equation is a piece, a paper that you're about to hand it to the professor. If you only got half of the paper right, that means you failed the test. Y'all, I don't even think they realize that they're going down a pathway that they're complicit in what's going on to African people. Y'all, y'all, they are part of the problem as well because they don't want to operate on both sides of the equal sign. They just want to use the soft stuff. And Reese's supposed to be fired. Reese, if you're fired, girl, you look. The one way you get rid of a fire is with fire. And Reese, one way can't get rid of that fire if you're degrading yourself. If you're degraded in any way, either spiritually, physically, emotionally, many different ways that you degrade yourself based on certain language and stuff, then I think it's going to be hard to get rid of that fire, Reese. If you're not as potent as that fire that's on the opposite side, if you're degraded in any way, it's going to be hard to get rid of that fire over there. So man, I just good lord, it's a nightmare. Okay, if you knew that, then what? What you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Roland did. Roland doesn't understand that his role is to operate on both sides of the equal sign. Um, he had a sister by the name of she's a physicist, and he had her on her show, Shonda Prescott Weinstein. Um, if you ask Dr. Shonda, said, "Is the universe made up of positive particles?" I believe Shonda would say, "No, it's made up of positive and negative particles." Like, yo, Roland don't understand. He think this GOP war he talks about is going to be won by just being alpha. No, Roland, it ain't going to be won by you just being alpha. In my mind, African people are both alpha and omega. All right, ask Dr. Shonda. Nolan Wells. So you got to hold the descendants of the African people accountable because that's your job as a parent. The role of a parent is to center the children. If the parent is not centered, most likely the children will not be centered. And so this situation with Nolan Wells, Um, you got to hold the descendants accountable, and you can't just do that by talking. You have to make sure that there's some accountability applied. Or other words, you're gonna have a problem. And unfortunately, yo, it's so bad. The black intellectual class, I would say, after Dr. Clark's generation, they got themselves stuck in the soft strategies, and you just can't do that, man. And it's so bad that you know people are walking up to you, evils be walking up to you and just disrespecting you to your face. Not even that. Anything when you try to apply a soft strategy like we're gonna uh protest a business, um and one of the descendants said, Asian, like, well, how y'all gonna protest a business? I forget, I can't think of the word right now. How y'all gonna protest a business when y'all don't make anything? Y'all don't make anything. Now, I believe during Dr. King's era, they could have started. I mean, make everything. If Dr. King's generation didn't do it, then Roland Martin's generation was supposed to do it. Yo, I have no interest in sitting here and talking. The fact that they take the knowledge and they plant themselves on this platform as a way to move the masses. No, look, everyone is going to be involved in this cleanup. If the thought comes true, the thought that I have, everyone is going to be involved in this cleanup, y'all, because it can't get cleaned up just by those who understand they're both alpha and omega. They do this disrespecting you to your face because they know you ain't gonna do nothing but talk. Dale Patridge, a white Christian nationalist, is talking about parental fault. Reese, that's all you're gonna do. Reese, you doing the same. You complicit in this nonsense. All you gonna do is talk. Reese, I don't plan on talking, girl. Look, Reese, I didn't want to come out front. I don't plan on just talking, Reese. My goal is to get rid of this fire. The only way it's going to happen, Dr. Carr, is by putting an end to it. I know nobody wants to do it because, I mean, y'all don't want to do it because you want to get to a white light. But again, what I heard from Dr. Daniel Black, I believe, in my mind, is that the most powerful sign in Einstein's equation is the equal sign in the middle. Now, you know, y'all not reacting the way you're supposed to is going to result in parental folk African people getting their butts kicked. And because y'all want to get to this white light, it's going to result in African people getting their butts kicked, parental folk getting African people getting their parents. So parental folk, man, we're gonna have some problems. Now, I believe, like Dr. Daniel Black believes, I believe that when a tree dies on this side, it's a tree on the other becomes a tree on the other side. That's the most logical thing, right? Now, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson said that the universe doesn't have to make any sense to you. I'm probably butchering what he said, but neither does the spiritual world. The spiritual world doesn't have to make any sense to you. So when a tree dies, does it become a human? I don't know. Maybe so. But I don't think so. I think the most logical answer is that when a tree dies, it becomes a tree on the other side. So if y'all are not doing certain things because you're trying to get to a white light, well, just like on this side, at some point, some time of the day, it's light. But if you keep going beyond the light, it's going to get dark because everything exists within darkness. So if Roland is doing what he's doing because he's trying to get to the white light, man, I don't know. Because what's going to happen is if he keeps going, it's going to get dark, right? Also, too, if he think he's just going to keep talking, right? You talking over here, you get to the other side, you see there's a war of good and evil over there, and all you doing is just talking. Man, look, they like, oh, you think you become a seraphim? I think that's how you pronounce it. One of the high level angels. Uh, it's called a seraphim, I believe. If you think that you're going to become one of the high level angels, I don't think I have it in this dictionary right here. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Roland think he's gonna get a high position over there by him just talking. But I don't think so. His generation, because of this obsession with the white light, is gonna cause African people to get our butts kicked. And that's a sad thing, y'all. Haven't used that word in a while. There's no reason to, because I don't read the Bible except the black parts. And anybody in my mind, anybody who's read the Bible, eyesight is better than me because they were able to finish it. I'm not able to finish it, yo, because my eyesight is not good. But the only parts I can see is the black parts. Now, the book I was able to finish though is the Her Im Haru. So yeah, the Per Im Haru got, unfortunately I got the E.A. Wallace Budge one, but which drives me crazy anytime I got to read anything about African people through the descendants. Uh, so yeah, y'all. Let's see. No, I already looked it up. Uh, is so yeah, Seraphim says celestial beings situated at the absolute highest rank, the absolute highest rank in Christian angelology, and the fifth rank in Igbo tradition. Every time I see a word, I say the word Igbo. Often known as the Burning Ones, they are defined by their fervent love of the nectar oo and continually surround her throne, I meant, singing divine, divine, divine. So anyway, that's I wish things were a little bit better, y'all, but unfortunately, let's see where things go. Um, this GOP war Roland talks about ain't gonna be stopped by talking. Thank you so much.